Thank you all for clicking today's upload. We have the abandoned car in the building finally. We're going to get started on it. I'm going to figure out how to get the cockpit put into it with all the old metal. See how it all fits up, and then we'll see about the deck after that. But we're going to, we got up on stands. We're going to tear the whole front suspension off of it. And then we're going to take the rear end back out of it because we have to put different bird cages and everything on it. Get it all switched around. We got to put some different brackets on it to make it legal for what we're going to run it in for a sport mod. We're going to try to get this all figured out. I think I got everything to put the cockpit back in it the original way. We're going to get that figured out and see if I still got it or if I got to make anything. Most of the metal right there was good that we did find, and I think I found it all, but I need to double check and make sure. So we're going to see if the cockpit will fit back in it and make sure we got it all. I think I got all the panels I need to enclose this, but it's got the 6 coil on it still, so we're going to get that pulled off real quick before we get where we can't get to that bolt once we put the piece of metal up. So we're going to get the 6 coil pull off, and then we'll start on the deck. Sorry, we'll start on the cockpit. Alright, so we got the 6 coil off the car. We can't use this, so for what class we're going to run it in, so we're just going to lay it off to the side for now. But if I ever step back up to a mod with it, which it might still end up being a modified, I think we're just going to make it a sport mod, but if I put it back as a modified, then I'll probably put this back on and run it as a lift bar car. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this piece goes over there. I haven't tried fitting it all up yet, so we're about to find out. See if we can't get a couple rivets just to hold it in place. What's going on so far? Now we got, I think I got this piece, all of it. I'm about to find out. And for all you guys wondering why I'm reusing deck pieces, sheet metal is not cheap, and I already have my primary car that we're racing that I pile mainly all my money into, and I'm trying to put this one together too to play with it. Money's just tight when racing's expensive, so I'm not going to take money away from other things like my family just to put this car together. That's why it's taken me from the last video to this video to get this far. I had to get some money so we could get some parts, which we did. But if y'all are interested in sponsoring us to help us out, hit me up. There's ways in the description to hit me up. So hit me up and let me know if you guys would like to get your name on our car for the 2024 season. If you guys are wanting to do that, definitely put you on the modified for sure. Hit up the description below if you guys would like to get on board for 2024 season and help us out. We're trying to get my primary car done for the beginning of the year, and then we're trying to get this one to race midway through to the end of the season. We're going to try to run this one a couple times this year. So if you guys would like to help out, there's ways in the description if you'd like to sponsor me for the 2024 season. Now that we got the cockpit all in it, most of it, we need to figure out if we got these pieces here to go around it, and we'll figure the rest out here in a second once I figure out if I got those or not. All this, just the surrounding pieces of the cockpit, I want to get it all put in so I can see where I can put everything to plumb it all up, because we want to try to get everything that we have, plumb it, get it all plumbed with, then we can start working our way out. I still have to get master cylinders, gauges, and switches and a tack. So that's one of the few things we need for the car. Everything else on the inside we have. So we got to get a couple of them things gathered up to plumb the inside with, but we want to get everything ready to plumb the inside. It didn't originally have any rivets right here on this piece coming up, but I wanted to stiffen where my gas pedal was, so I'm going to put a couple rivets in right there. The abandoned rod don't look so abandoned now. It's getting there, slowly. Now I need to find the other pieces. This one goes back, and this one goes here. Got my fingers caught. That hurt. Use this one. Well, she don't look the same now. End up finding this piece. We end up making this piece to go under here. We stuck a steering shaft in it right here, but I don't like how it goes because it hits this bracket. So I got to figure that out and get that all figured out. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do there. If I'm going to move this bracket. I just don't like how it comes over and it goes up by the it goes up through the pedals. Which Schwartz race cars updated this thing, and when they move it over, you move the brake pedal. They don't run a clutch pedal. They put a hand clutch in their cars. Which I could go that option, but I don't really want to go that option. And I'd like to fix this to where it's back in the stock spot, but I'm gonna have to fix this arm somehow. I don't really like this arm anyway, so I may modify it or something and chop this off and relocate it. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do. Maybe put a different arm on it. I don't know. I know I'm gonna change that control arm over there. I'm just gonna put a different brand of Schwartz on it. It'll work out, I think. That's what I'm gonna do. But then, yeah, I don't know. I got some figuring out to do. But I gotta look for some parts and then try to come up with some more parts. And then we'll get back on this thing. I got the collapsible steering column in. It's sitting where I want it compared to my seat. Here's a better look at it. I still gotta figure the pedals out, how I want to do it. It's supposed to use forward facing, but I think I can use rear facing if I can eliminate these. What I mean by eliminate these, Willwood makes a piece where it's just the bottom half, and then your canisters with fluid would like set up here, and it's just a hose that runs down to it, and you can put reverse mount pedals in cars that do not take them. Got my Superior steering wheel, nothing but the best. I love these steering wheels. I run one in my other car. I've had this one for a little while. I used to use it in another car that I used to drive, but we're going to run it in this one. And then out here on the steering shaft, I got the steering quickener mounted because we're just using the standard box in this car. I don't have another suite, but I think I'm going to put a tab like this right here, put a Heim on, and then all I got to do is put a universal joint in right there, and all that'll bolt up, and it'll work properly just like it should. Shouldn't have any issues at all with that. So here's what I end up doing with the steering shaft. I end up putting a joint in, cutting that shaft, putting the joint in. I got a Heim here. I will get me a bracket like this or whatever, and I'll come off of here and put the Heim in. This one's too high. And then it just goes up to the quickener. It'll work out pretty good. It lets everything be in place where it's supposed to be up top. Comes down, lines up. So all that's good. Steering wheel's all mounted, but it don't bind or anything. It turns out pretty good. I got another piece of, actually I got two more pieces of decking in. I got that piece over there made, and this piece right here. We're slowly getting there, slowly making some progress on the car. But anyways, guys, we got to get some more stuff gathered up. We got to get some gauges, master cylinders, switches. Already have MSD box, and a few odd and ends to get this thing put back together. We do need a couple fittings and stuff like that, and some fuel line. I do have the fuel cell right here. It's sitting under the car. I gotta get the metal to put it in. I don't have it. So once we get the metal for that, we'll get the fuel cell put into it. But other than that, we're pretty well done for today. If you guys haven't already, get down there and hit that subscribe button. I mainly just want to give you all an update on this car to let you know what was going on. We have started on it, and we'll have more videos to come with it. I just want to throw together a little short video and let you all see what was going on with it. But like I said, don't forget to get down there and hit that subscribe button. Let us know what you think. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.